Hello, I'm Carole Jackson. When I wrote my first book, Color Me Beautiful, in 1979, I really had no idea that it would sell almost 4 million copies. So many women have responded to it, telling me how this color system has made them feel so good about themselves and helped them to create a workable and really exciting wardrobe. The Color Me Beautiful system is an easy one. I use the names of the 4 seasons to describe the colors that are the most flattering for each individual. Now I've applied this system to makeup, taking away the mystery and showing you the magic of color so you can look and feel more beautiful than ever. As I meet more and more women on my speaking tours, I'm convinced that most women are really intimidated by makeup. I know I was. They've never gotten the proper instruction, and either they don't wear much makeup at all or they apply it incorrectly. I know that this Color Me Beautiful makeup tape can teach you how to choose makeup that's just perfect for you and show you how to apply it beautifully. You'll have a new radiance that's timeless. Mother Nature has done a great job of harmonizing her colors, so I use her 4 seasons as a way of describing your colors too, your skin tone, your eye color, and the natural color of your hair. You know, it's impossible for the same shades of makeup to look good on every woman. We each need a makeup that's right for our own coloring. Once you know your season, then you'll know the perfect colors for your makeup and for your clothing, and you can create a look that's all yours. But to better help you test yourself, let's look at each season's colors and some examples. I've asked 4 women to help me show you the Color Me Beautiful approach to makeup. 2 of them, Vivian and Janet, are Color Me Beautiful consultants. Sandy develops products for the Color Me Beautiful cosmetics line, and Sally works in television production. They'll all be sharing their makeup techniques with you. You know, the most beautiful makeup and the best applications in the world won't compensate for using colors that aren't right for you. So let's learn about each season, and then we'll go on and see what season you are. We'll start with Sandy, who's a winter. First, let's look at Sandy's skin tone. It's a neutral beige with almost no visible pink. Most winters have a neutral or even a gray beige skin tone, and most winters, like Sandy, have dark hair. Let's look at some examples of winters. Some have almost white skin like Diane, or olive skin like Doreen's, or black skin with blue undertones. Some even have a bit of pink. Their hair is generally brown, blue-black, salt and pepper, or silvery gray. Winters usually have a very deep color to their eyes. Winters look fabulous in makeup colors that are clear and have some blue undertones, like lipsticks and blushes of sparkling pinks and reds, and eyeshadows that are charcoals, blues, and purples. Here's Diane again, first in a honey brown lipstick, and here she is in a bright fuchsia, which works so much more beautifully on her. Now let's drape Sandy and see the difference in right and wrong colors. Here she is in a moss green, which makes her face seem sallow. See how her face lights up in her correct emerald green? Winters look great in clear blue-based colors like royal blue, clear teal, blue-red, and dramatic black. Here's Janet, our summer model. Janet has a distinct blue undertone to her skin with visible pink in her skin tone. In most summers, their skin tones will range from very pink to shades of pinky beige. And many summers were blonde as children and have retained a definite ash tone to their hair. Summer's eyes are usually a soft blue or soft green. Summer's lipstick and blush colors are soft, cool pastels like mauves, rosy pinks, and watermelons, with eyeshadows of soft grays, grapes, aquas, and steel blues. Our summer Nancy wears a peach lipstick and peach blush here. Can you see how it yellows her skin? Now look at her again in a dusty rose. That's her color. Now let's try a few other colors on Janet. Here's Janet in terracotta. Ooh, she looks almost as orange as a pumpkin. And here she is in powder pink, which has a blue base, and it looks gorgeous. Summer's pink skin tone is truly flattered by pastel and dusty colors with blue undertones. Colors like cadet blue, deep blue-green, medium aqua, rose pink, deep rose, and charcoal blue-gray. Summers and winters are both called cool seasons. Their colors are blue-based, pinks, blues, fuchsias, plums, and blue-reds. Sally is our autumn. Her skin tone, unlike winters and summers, has a peachy cast. And although Sally's cheeks look pink, the pink is actually ruddiness, very typical of autumns. Many autumns have fair skin with freckles, while others have golden beige or peach skin. An autumn's hair is either brown, red, or a deep golden blonde, with highlights of red, auburn, or gold. They often have a rich eye color like golden brown, or have green eyes with a distinct yellow cast, and a few have blue eyes. Autumn lipstick and blush colors have undertones of golds and yellows, like tawny peach, coppery red, and cinnamon. Some great autumn eyeshadow colors are teals, forest greens, and golden bronze. Here's Sharon, whose burgundy blouse and makeup looks harsh against her warm autumn coloring, even though it is a fashionable look. Here she's wearing an orange red and forest green with orange lipstick, peach blush, and soft greens and browns in her eyeshadows. See, these are perfect colors for her. Let's drape Sally now with a couple of other colors and see what effect they have on her skin tone. Here's Sally in a medium gray. She looks so washed out. It lacks harmony with her golden hair. Mahogany, with its golden base, looks rich and vibrant with Sally's autumn coloring. Autumns need rich colors, like jade green and teal blue, olive green, forest green, dark tomato red, and rust. Vivian, our last model, is a spring. She's typical of springs with her ivory skin tone. Like autumns, springs have golden or peachy undertones, but are usually more delicate. Spring's hair is often blonde, ranging from flaxen to honey or strawberry, or they're golden brunettes. Eye colors for most springs are blue, green, teal, or aqua, with golden flecks or hues in them. Some colors that make a spring really sparkle are lipsticks and blushes of peach, salmon, coral pink, and poppy reds, and eyeshadows of golden brown, clear yellow green, teal, and periwinkle blue. Here's Jill wearing a dark blue red and heavy black eyeliner. See how it overpowers her warm coloring? But this clear orange red brings out the glow in her skin tone and makes her look so much softer and younger. Now let's compare colors on Vivian. This burgundy is too dark and heavy for her delicate coloring. She looks soft and beautiful in this warm pink. Springs need clear, light to medium colors to really look their best. Colors like peach, bright coral, aqua, emerald turquoise, periwinkle blue, and light clear gold. Springs and autumns are both warm seasons, and they both look wonderful in colors that have undertones of gold and yellow. After seeing all four of our models, you may already know what season you are, or you've narrowed it down to 2 or 3 at the most. So let's take the color test and find out your season. To test yourself, I've developed a makeup test that works every time. I use lipstick and blush for the color test. Drapes work fine, but using makeup is quicker, it's more accurate, and it's much more exciting. Unless you have lots of different makeup shades at home, you'll probably need to go to a store with makeup tester units, like this one. Along with the tape, I've enclosed a take-along color chart with test colors of each season printed at the top of the charts. You'll probably only need to try on 2 sets of colors, maybe 3, to determine your season. Winters will look for a medium bright pink lipstick and a clear pink blush. Make sure it's a blue pink. Summers, use a soft antique rose lipstick and a soft rose blush. Autumns test with a cinnamon lipstick and tawny peach blush. And springs will try on a clear salmon for both lipstick and blush. When you test your colors, wear a white or neutral top so it won't clash with any colors you try on. And don't wear foundation. It might hide your natural skin tone. And if you can, bring someone along with you. It often helps to have a second opinion. Sometimes it's really hard to see ourselves objectively. Using the test colors for the season or seasons you think might be yours, start with one season first. Take a good look, wipe them off, and apply the colors for the next season. Sandy, with her dark coloring, would be either winter or autumn. Here's Sandy wearing autumn's lipstick color, cinnamon. And here she is again in her winter color of pink. You can see how much better she looks in pink. Janet is testing between summer and spring. First, Janet wears spring's salmon lipstick. She turns yellow in the salmon. Now she's wearing her own soft rose of summer. The rose is much nicer with her pink beige coloring. Sally wants to test herself in 3 seasons. Winter and autumn because she's dark, and summer because of the pink in her cheeks. Here's Sally in winter's bright pink. You can see that it clashes, especially with her hair. Summer's soft rose pink is too pale. Here she is in autumn's cinnamon. Now she really looks great. Vivian, because she's blonde and fair, will test between spring and summer. Here's Vivian in summer's soft pink. And now she wears her spring salmon. The salmon is beautifully harmonious with her ivory skin. Now try this Color Me Beautiful makeup test on yourself to find out what your season is. Once you know your season, you can use your color chart to shop for the perfect makeup for you. It's so easy to look wonderful and take the guesswork out of shopping. You'll have a totally pulled together, harmonious look. So let's take a look at your season's makeup colors and create a makeup wardrobe for you. You really don't need a lot of makeup to look wonderful all the time. You can have just one foundation, one blush, and 2 or 3 lipsticks depending on your season. And one set of basic eyeshadow colors. These will go with everything in your wardrobe. But it's fun to have more colors, and if you'll get your color chart out, we can look at all the additional colors to choose from so that you never feel limited by your season. Winter, your wardrobe looks great with a pink lipstick and a clear pink blush. These will be your makeup basics. If your skin is dark, try a burgundy shade instead on your lips and cheeks. Both pink and burgundy will go with almost everything in your wardrobe, except for your red or fuchsia clothing. With a red outfit, go for red lipstick and blush. And a fuchsia outfit, which has lots of blue undertones, needs fuchsia on your lips and cheeks. Pink, red, and fuchsia lipsticks are the 3 essential colors you'll need for your winter wardrobe. But you can also add plums and burgundies for variety. Always make sure your blush harmonizes with your lipstick. Now for winter's eyeshadow colors. Start first with a champagne highlighter, which flatters all 4 seasons. And then use a medium gray for contouring. Now buy a color, one that's especially flattering for your eyes. Winter brown eyes look great in a grayed purple or a navy eyeshadow. For green eyes, choose the same gray purple or a spruce green. And winter blue eyes can be stunning in steel blue or again that grayed purple. These 3 eyeshadow colors, champagne, gray, and the color you choose for your eyes, will be your basic eyeshadows, and they'll go with everything in your wardrobe. There are lots more beautiful shades of eyeshadows listed on your chart. They're all in your flattering range of colors. Now you can use your fast forward button and skip over summer, autumn, and spring and go right into our next section, shopping for makeup. Summers, you, like winters, have great success with pink lipstick and blush, only your pink, of course, is much softer. Pink will go with the majority of colors in your clothing wardrobe, so it will be your basic. But again, like winter, you may have red or fuchsia clothing, so you can add a soft shade of fuchsia and a soft watermelon red lipstick to your makeup wardrobe. Your rose pink blush goes with everything in your wardrobe, but the soft fuchsia and a soft red blush will look even better with your fuchsia or red lipstick. Pink, watermelon, and soft fuchsia are the three essential lipstick colors you'll need to cover all the colors in your summer wardrobe palette. But of course you can also add plums and mauves and berry colors for your lips and cheeks. These soft shades really look so romantic on summer women. For eyeshadows, summers can choose a champagne highlighter and then a soft gray or cocoa as a neutral contour color. Then you'll want to buy a color to especially flatter your eyes. Blue-eyed summers can use steel blue, or for blue eyes that tend toward aqua, use a teal color. Summers with green eyes look wonderful in a soft spruce green or grape, and the rare brown-eyed summer looks just beautiful in a grape eyeshadow. So the three basics for summer are champagne highlighter, a gray or cocoa neutral, and whichever color you choose for your eyes, either steel blue, teal blue, spruce green, or grape. Of course, you can add any of the fabulous colors on your summer makeup chart. They're all flattering to your summer coloring. Now fast forward through the autumn and spring sections, and I'll take you shopping for makeup. Autumns, you share color similarity with springs, and I'll show you just what that is. Look at your autumn makeup chart. All the colors share a golden yellow base, as do spring's colors, but autumns have a richer base to their golds and yellows. And autumn doesn't want to wear any bluish pinks or fuchsias. They'll clash with her skin tone. Choose a peach or cinnamon for your basic lipstick and blush, and then add a brick or orange red lipstick. A peach and a red will go with the whole range of colors in your wardrobe, but of course you can add any colors you like from your chart, like chestnut, mahogany, or even orange. For autumn's eyeshadows, start with a highlighter of champagne or peach and a neutral contour shade of brown, and then choose a warm color especially for your eyes. Brown-eyed autumns can use copper. Green-eyed autumns look great in warm green, and blue-eyed autumns can wear a teal or a periwinkle blue, depending on your particular shade of blue eyes. As you become more comfortable with your basic makeup wardrobe, you can add any of the great eyeshadow colors on your chart. So now you can fast forward through the spring section, and I'll take you shopping for makeup. Spring. Take a look at your makeup color chart and see the wonderful colors that you can wear to harmonize with your own warm coloring. Spring's colors all stem from a warm base. Colors like peaches and apricots, corals, melons, salmons, and any pink that has yellow in its base rather than blue. Spring should avoid any blue-based shades like plum or burgundy or blue-pink, which all clash with your skin tone. Springs need makeup colors that are clear. Muted colors are too heavy for your delicate coloring. Your basic lipstick and blush color is clear salmon, but if you're a redhead, you might prefer a peach for your basic. Salmon and peach go with everything in your wardrobe except red and pink. When you wear red, find a soft orange-red lipstick and a clear warm pink to go with your pink clothes. So, for spring's basic makeup wardrobe, start with a salmon or peach lipstick and then maybe add a warm pink or an orange-red later. Add a clear salmon blush and later on blushes that match the lipsticks. Start your eyeshadow makeup wardrobe with a champagne highlighter, then contour with a soft honey brown. If your eyes are blue, you might want a teal shadow. Green-eyed springs could add a warm green, and brown-eyed springs could add a soft copper. Once you're familiar with your basic makeup wardrobe, I'm sure you're going to want to add more colors for an even greater harmony between your clothing and your makeup. And now, we're going shopping for makeup. Shopping for makeup used to be totally confusing for me, almost overwhelming. I'd look at all the makeup counters that were everywhere and just not know where or even how to start. Have you ever felt that way? Knowing your season's colors is the first step for having a successful and fun makeup shopping experience. As we go along on our shopping adventure, I'll show you how to look for warm and cool shades of makeup, but we'll also look for the depth and intensity of the color. In other words, how bright or dark a makeup color is against your coloring. Most women tell me that shopping for foundation is the toughest part of shopping for makeup. It's so difficult to get the color right. I have olive skin, and very often a well-meaning salesperson would sell me a color to, quote, match my olive skin. Pretty soon, I would turn orange because the color was just too yellow. So this is where my Color Me Beautiful shopping technique can really help. If you're a summer or a winter, you'll want a foundation with cool undertones of pinks or even blue. And if you're an autumn or spring, look for a foundation with warm undertones of peaches or yellows. Sometimes the salesperson knows the makeup line well enough to help you find a cool or warm range. But if not, here's a way you can do it yourself. Gather the foundation testers and separate those with yellow or peach tones from those with more pink or blue tones, the way I've done here. This bottle, for example, is very easy to tell because it's a very pink look, so we know it's cool. This one is peachy, so we know it's warm. Sometimes the name can even help. This foundation is called Rose Beige, a cool color. And this one is called Warm Bronze, so we know that's a warm one. But what about the colors that just look neutral, like these? How do you tell if they're warm or cool? The best way is by comparing the colors. Put a little dab of each one on the back of your hand, like this. And then you can compare them. Now you can really see the foundation on the left has a yellow tone, while the one on the right is pinker. This one is cool, and this one is warm. Even though in the bottle they both just look like a neutral beige. Now take your own group, either warm or cool, and line them up from light to dark. Then start somewhere in the middle and try that on your jawline, just a little bit. Janet, let's shop for you. Do you want to come on in? Janet is
I'm a summer.
And I'm a winter. We're both cool seasons, and we need foundation with a blue undertone. But Janet has more pink in her skin. Here, wipe off the foundation that you're already wearing on your jawline so we can have some area to test. Now, we'll start with one of the middle shades and put a little stripe right there. Then we'll compare it to one just a little bit lighter and a little bit darker to see which is best. There we go. Put the 3 stripes on your jawline. The foundation color should blend in perfectly with your skin and not show. You want to match the skin of your jawline and not the color of your cheeks. And never put foundation on your neck. It's always a different shade from your face, and the foundation will look streaky and will show. Now, as they dry, the edges will begin to disappear if the color is right for you. Which one do you think is best, Janet?
I prefer the one in the middle.
And you're right. The edges are just beginning to disappear into your skin, and it even has a little bit of pink in it, which is just perfect for you. Here's a great tip for foundation. A lighter color makes you look younger. But don't go too light or you'll appear chalky white. Thank you, Janet.
Thank you, Carole.
Some people think that foundation blocks the pores, but actually foundation protects your pores from the environment, and it helps keep the skin's natural moisture in. The secret is finding the right formula for your skin type. Look at the ingredients listed on the box or the bottle. The first ingredient is almost always water. If oil is listed in the middle or at the end, this foundation is called water-based and is good for most normal or combination skins. Combination skin is the kind that has a few oily areas on the forehead, the nose, and the chin, the T-zone. These foundations are usually very sheer and natural. That's what we used for Janet. If oil is the second or third ingredient, it's called an oil-based foundation, which is good for dry skin. But oil-based foundation tends to be a little thicker and may accentuate wrinkles, so only use one if your skin is really dry. And if there is no oil in the ingredients, it's an oil-free foundation, which is best for skin that's oily or tends to break out easily. Now, let's shop for concealer. The easiest ones to use come in a tube, like lipstick. Concealer covers those dark circles and shadows around the mouth and tiny blemishes. Look for a concealer that's a shade lighter than your foundation, but not too light or you'll look like an owl. If you have puffiness under your eyes, right in the center here, look for a slightly darker concealer to apply just on the puff. That makes it recede, but don't go too dark or you'll look like you have a black eye. Powder is the next purchase. Powder comes either pressed, like this one, or loose, like this, in the bottle. I like the loose one for at home and the pressed powder for my purse. Powders come in either colors or translucent shades. My favorite is the translucent powder because it gives a smooth, finished look and it blends with every skin tone, even black skin. If you choose a powder with color, be sure and choose one that closely matches your foundation. And don't skip powder. It makes all the difference in giving your complexion a flawless look. Plus, it creates a smooth surface that prevents blush and eyeshadow from grabbing or streaking. At night, you might want to use iridescent powder, silver for winters and summers, and gold for autumns and springs. Blush is your next purchase. It comes in lots of forms, pressed powders, creams, even liquids and mousses. The easiest form to work with is the pressed powder, but the creams are great if your skin is extremely dry. Most of your makeup tester units in department stores have glued their blushes in so you can't pull them out to compare the colors the way you can with some of the other products. Some of the tester units may even have the colors arranged in warms and cools. Whatever you find, just choose the colors you want to look at and look at them from dark to light. You can also compare your choices to your color chart and double check them. Let's ask our Autumn, Sally, to help us shop for blushes. Hi, Sally.
Hello.
Now, Sally's going to want a peach tone for her autumn skin, so we're going to start with the middle shade, the way we always do. We'll start with the tawny peach and put it on your cheek here. A little bit more. Always tap it off so you don't... Okay. Now, let's go one shade lighter with the apricot. Yep, on the other side. Oh, you can't even see that one. Here, take a look. See, that just disappears.
Can't see it at all.
This one is the best, the tawny peach. Let's try one just a little shade darker just to see how far you can really go with your blush. Let me do the cheek that had the peach on it. Okay, that's too bright for every day, but it does look great when you're wearing red. So you could keep the tawny peach for your basic blush and then get a terracotta one to wear with your red clothes.
My night's out.
And your night's out, that's right. Thanks, Sally. Okay. Now, let's go shopping for eye makeup. I've grown to love eye makeup, but I know it's about the most intimidating cosmetic there is. Now it's easy to shop for eyeshadow because knowing your season, you know what colors to choose. First, eyeliner. The color shouldn't be heavy, but it should accent your eyelashes so they look thicker and frame your eyes. Liners come in creamy pencils, a cake that is moistened with a brush, wands, and liquids. The pencils are easy to work with if they're creamy and they go on smoothly without tugging the skin. Liquids look a little less natural, so you must choose a subtle color, but they are good for a crepey eye because they don't accentuate wrinkles. Choose a color similar to your own lash color. If you're a cool winter or a summer, go with eyeliners in charcoals or taupes. If you're a warm autumn or spring, choose an eyeliner that's dark or light brown, depending on your coloring. The darkness or lightness of a makeup color depends on the intensity of your own coloring. Sandy is using a dark charcoal, while Janet, with her lighter coloring, chooses a soft gray. You can always add other colors later that blend with your eye color or to match your eyeshadow. A great technique is to apply a neutral under your lower lashes and a color on your top lashes. It's natural but dramatic looking. Next, you'll need some eyeshadow. Eyeshadows come in pressed powder, creams, crayons, and liquids. The powders, again, are easiest to apply and control, but you might prefer a cream shadow if your eyes tend to be crepey. Avoid frosted shades on crepey eyes. The frost will accentuate wrinkles. First, you'll need a highlighter, a pale color that blends into your skin and is almost invisible. A highlighter gives your eye a nice clear look. Then you look for contour colors to define the contour of your eye. These are medium to dark shades. On the back of your color chart, I've listed the colors that are best for your season and for your eye color. Again, you'll want to separate your eyeshadows into warm and cool colors. Winters and summers can look for highlighters that are pale gray or pink with contour colors of steel blue, taupe, grape, charcoal, spruce green, cool gray, brown, and silver. Autumns and springs need highlighters of ivory, peach, or salmon with contours of sage and olive greens, warm violets, bronze and coppery golds, and honey, coffee brown, and clear grays. If you look at your color chart, you see that some colors are marked with an N. This stands for neutral and gives you the neutral colors that blend into your skin and look the most natural. Just like blushes, the pots of eyeshadow are usually glued to the tester unit and are hard to compare with one another. Some of the cool colors are obvious, like gray, pink, steel blue, and grape, and they're great for winters and summers. Other shadow colors are clearly warm colors, peach, ivory, copper, olive green, and several colors are borderline, like champagne and teal blue. Champagne works as a highlighter for everyone, and teal is a blue between blue and green. And teal blue eyes are found in all 4 seasons. Compare colors to see the difference. This cool green has a grayish cast, and this one has more yellow in it. One thing to always keep in mind when you're shopping for eyeshadows, find a color that either exactly matches your eye's own color or a color that contrasts and harmonizes with your eyes. You may think you have blue eyes, but what color blue? Let's look at this cool gray blue eye. It looks natural with a shade of blue eyeshadow that matches the eye, though of course it's a much lighter shade. It expands the eye color. But if you put a teal blue on this gray blue eye, it clashes and looks garish. The same principle works for green and brown eyes too. To test an eyeshadow with your eye color, dab it on your lid and don't blend it. Does it match or clash with your eye color? And remember too that the intensity of the shade should balance with the intensity of your coloring. Sally could wear a deep smoky turquoise, while Vivian would choose a pale clear aqua for the same great result. Be sure and try the product on. Often shadows look much more intense in the pan. Mascara is an easy product to shop for. Most mascara comes in wands with either a small brush or a little tip wand. Some even have lash building fibers, and many of them are waterproof or water resistant. I love the water resistant kind because it's easier to remove than waterproof mascara. If you're dark or brunette, go for a black or dark brown mascara color. But if your coloring is light, you could choose a gray or brown. And navy works on almost everyone. If you want to add a hint of eyebrow definer to thicken or lengthen your brows, shop for an eyebrow pencil or powder that's close to your natural brow color. If you're a winter or a summer, avoid browns that have red in them. And autumns and springs can look for golden browns and avoid the gray browns. A great place to test them is on your forehead. You'll see quickly if the tone is correct, but don't forget to wipe it off. And now for the most sensual part of your face, your lips. Some women just won't wear lipstick, but I really think they're depriving themselves of a major asset. Watch a singer's lips and imagine if her torch song would really work without lipstick. I strongly recommend a lip pencil or a lip brush to give your lips a natural outline. Yes, natural. Without a clear outline, the lipstick tube just can't make a fine lip line, and often the lipstick looks crooked, which isn't natural. With an outline, your lips look smooth and have a classic look. Be sure and choose a color of lip liner that matches your lipstick color so the line isn't contrasting. Now I'm going to show Sandy how she can choose her best lipstick colors using the Color Me Beautiful shopping system. Hi, Sandy.
Hi.
First, separate the colors into warm and cool, line them up from light to dark, and then try on the middle. Now, Sandy, you're a winter, so let's say you're shopping for your basic pink. First, try on the middle pink. Let's see how that looks on you. You don't need to use lip liner right now because we're really just trying on color to see which one you like the best. What do you think?
I think it's way too light.
It is. It just doesn't have enough color for you. So now you know that all the lighter ones are wrong for you and you can just put them back in the tester unit. Let's try on the next one and see how that looks on you. I think we've got it.
I like it.
The intensity is much better. That's just great.
Much better, yeah.
Perfect for you. This is the quickest way to pick a lipstick color that's just right for you. And if you don't find a color at a makeup counter, you can always try another line of makeup until you feel really great about your choice. You haven't wasted your time or your money. Thank you, Sandy. Now you've got all the cosmetics you need for a wonderful basic makeup wardrobe, but one of the most important makeup secrets you can learn is to use good brushes for the application. A good brush controls the amount of color you apply, and it blends beautifully. Buy brushes with natural hair. They do the best job, and they'll last for years. Here are the ideal brushes you'll need, in the order you'll use them. First, an under-eye brush. It's like a little paintbrush. It's great for applying concealer. In fact, I like to keep 2 of these because turned sideways, you can use it for applying eyeliner or even a little eyeshadow. Then, of course, you need your big fluffy powder brush. And one of your most important brushes, a good blush brush for blending. Then, a contour brush. This brush has a flat top, and it's really good for blending edges of blush and also for eyeshadow. Your fan brush is cute, and it has goat hair, so it's very soft, and you can apply powder very lightly, like iridescent powder, or perhaps for contouring in your cheeks. Now for eyes, you need 3 tools. Your eye sponge. The eye sponge is great for applying highlighters and light colors because it does apply colors a little more heavily. This angle brush is very good for the contour colors because you have lots of control with placement. And then you need your little fluff brush for the contour bone and for blending. Last, you need a lipstick brush, either for outlining your lips in case you don't use a lip pencil or for filling in the color. And to finish your face, your brow and lash brush. Use the brush for your eyebrows and the comb for your eyelashes. With all your brushes, when you dip them into the powder, be sure you tap off the excess so it doesn't stick to your skin in a clump when you're applying the product. Now you need a good cosmetic sponge. Sponges are fantastic for applying foundation and giving a really smooth and finished look. Also, I've found over the years that part of the reason I can apply my makeup in 6 minutes is that I save valuable time by having everything organized right at my fingertips. I'm usually in a big hurry in the morning and I don't want to spend time searching for my eyeliner. So look for an organizer like this for all your makeup and skincare products and cotton balls and all the things you'll need to be gorgeous and organized. We've taken a really good look at your makeup colors, and now we're almost ready to learn how to apply them. But there's an important part of getting that smooth, finished look in your makeup, and that's having healthy and clean skin to put it on. Your skin will fall into one of three major skin types: oily, dry, or normal. Or you may have combination skin, which is normal with a little extra oil in the T-zone. Be sure to buy products that are labeled for your skin type. It really isn't hard to make your skin glow, and you can do this with only 5 basic products. So, let's get started. The first is cleanser. All skin types need cleaning in the morning and before bedtime. Oily skin needs a special scrub or soap, and dry skin, like Vivian's, needs a cream or liquid that replaces moisture taken away by cleaning. Always rinse really well. And once or twice a week, using a deep cleansing scrub made of natural ingredients like honey and almond scrub will take away the dead skin cells. If you have dry skin, use a humidifying facial mask. And if your skin is oily, try a mask that tightens the pores and removes oils. Toner is the next basic step in healthy skincare. It wipes off the residue that soap leaves on your skin, it restores the pH balance of your skin, and it increases the blood supply to your skin's surface. Vivian puts her toner on with a cotton ball and goes over the entire surface of her skin, everywhere except her delicate eye area, and on her neck. One of the blessings of modern science has been the development of nourishers. They're also called cell renewals, anti-aging creams, and they all belong in a general category of ingredients that seem to nourish new cells and give your face a smoother, younger look. Nourishers are applied before your moisturizer and after your cleansing, and are usually dropped in tiny bits from a small dropper in the bottle. You apply a nourisher with your fingertips. Next, you'll need some moisturizer to replace the natural moisture that you've lost from cleansing your skin or from the environment. Look for a moisturizer that's right for your skin type. If your skin is oily, you may not need a moisturizer at all, except on your neck. Your eye has a more delicate balance and needs more care to prevent crow's feet and crepiness, so look for a cream developed specifically for the eye area. You see, most moisturizers contain humectants, which you do want to plump and soften the skin on your face, but you don't want that in your eye area. Humectants can make your eyes actually look puffy and swollen. And last but not least, it's the old cliche that beauty comes from within. But nutrition plays a great part in beauty. Drink lots and lots of water to moisten the skin from the inside. And eat lots of vegetables and fresh fruits, the high water content foods. Avoid fat and cut down on sugars, caffeine, and smoking. Simple things, but they all play a part in staying healthy and looking gorgeous. We've looked at colors of makeup and different formulas and the great tools you can use to put them on with. And you've learned about the value of clean, healthy skin, too. So now let's have fun and have a makeup lesson and show you how to apply all these wonderful cosmetics. Sandy shows us how to apply foundation, which is the first step. Dot the foundation on your cheeks, forehead, chin, and nose. And put either a dot of foundation or some eyeshadow base on the area above your eye. Sandy's going to use eyeshadow base. Now, stroke and blend the foundation with your sponge, using downward motions because the hair on our faces grows in that direction. Don't forget to get into all the little nooks and crannies under your eyes and around your nose. You can use the corner of your sponge. Notice how Sandy blends it into her jawline so it doesn't show at all. Put what's left on the sponge on your lips. If your foundation was oil-free, then put it on with your fingertips or a cotton ball, and after it dries, you can buff it gently with a dry sponge for a smooth finish. Janet has a little bit of dark circles under her eyes, so she's putting concealer on with her concealer brush. Brush the concealer only along the dark edge of the circle under the eye, not the entire under eye. If you put a light concealer in the center, it could make your eyes look puffy. Now, draw a line in the shadows around your nose and mouth. and a little bit in the area above your chin. Pat the concealer with your fingertip to blend it. Be careful not to tug or pull the delicate area around your eyes. Let's see now. Oh, that's perfect. That looks great, Janet. Now it's time for powder, and we'll come over to Sally's table. Okay, Sally, take your powder and sprinkle it in the palm of your hand. Now use your big fluffy powder brush and dip it in the palm and shake off the excess. Now, using downward strokes, because that's the direction the hairs grow, powder your forehead and your cheeks and your nose, chin, and last, just a little dusting across your eyes. That's it. Close your eyes. Great. Okay. If you don't believe in the magic of powder, just try powdering half your face and compare the difference. Oh, and if you use an oil-free foundation, your face is already powdered because the formula consists of water and talc. Now for blush, my favorite. If I were stranded on a desert island with only one bit of makeup, I would definitely choose blush. We winters and most autumns rarely have any color in our cheeks. Look at Vivian and watch her face come to life as she adds her blush. Vivian's using a powdered blush with a brush. Now, first smile and make an apple. That's great. Now that's where you're going to locate the blush. Start at the outer half of the apple, right at the edge of your iris under your eye, and blend the blush along your cheekbone toward the upper half of your ear. The shape is almost like making an angled teardrop. Don't go too close to your nose or too high into the circle under your eye, or too low on your cheek, no lower than your nose. And if you use a cream blush, apply it with the same method, but before you powder your face, and then blend it in well with your fingertips. If your face is wide, angle the blush towards the top of your ear and bring it lower and wider. And if your face is narrow, start your blush at the outside of your eye and bring it straight back towards the middle of your ear. Now, take your contour brush and blend the edges. That's great. Blending is the secret to a beautiful makeup. The next step is eye makeup. Many of us have trouble learning to apply eye makeup, but I think you'll be surprised by how easy it can be to put on eye makeup with the right techniques, the right colors, and a bit of practice. First, look at your eyes in the mirror. Our eyes are divided in half, with the crease being the dividing line, right here. Where do you have the most space, your lid area or your brow? There are 4 types of eye shapes, and as we get into applying eyeliner and shadow, I'll show you how to put it on for your eye shape. Just watch. The first is a proportioned eye. The lid and brow area are almost equal. You may have a bit more brow area, but the lid definitely shows. The second eye type has little or no lid showing and a large brow area. The third has both a small lid and a small brow. And the last has lots of lid with a small brow area. A great clue about putting on eye makeup. Wherever you have the most room is where you'll put the darker shades, and where you have the least room is where you put your light color. We'll start with Janet, who has a standard proportioned eye. If you have a proportioned eye like Janet's, line the outer half of both the upper and lower lid to widen and emphasize your eyes. Janet's using a soft gray pencil. Be sure and smush the liner in between the lashes as much as possible to make them look thick and luscious. And don't end the line too abruptly. Feather it gently towards your nose, but keeping the emphasis on the outer half of your eyes. Next, apply highlighter to the entire eye area using your eye sponge. All eye types will do this first step. Now, close your lid and apply a contour shade to the outer third of your lid, almost in the shape of a triangle, using your little angle brush so you can place it exactly where you want it. The angle brush gives you lots of control. Summer Janet uses teal blue to harmonize with her gorgeous blue eyes. Now apply contour color across the orbital bone, just above the crease, starting at the outside and working towards your nose, using your fluff brush. Janet's using a soft gray. Now blend the shadow on your lid and orbital bone until the edges look natural, brushing upward and outward towards your eyebrow. Now Sally, your eye has almost no lid showing but lots of brow area. So you're going to line the entire under eye area. Line it all the way across. But you're only going to line the outer third of your upper lid, so we don't close in the top of your eye. That's it. Now blend the edges. We want to make the bottom of your eye look a little rounder. That's why we line the entire lower lid. Good. Bring it in just a little closer to your nose on the bottom there. Just feathery. Okay. Now, you'll do the next step the same as Janet. Put highlighter on the entire eye area from brow to lid. Just cover the whole area. Great. Now you'll put your contour color on the outer third of your lid. So far, the steps are the same, except for the way we did your liner. Making a little triangle. Don't get it too high. Okay, great. Now, here's where the step differs just a little. Take your contour powder and apply it across the orbital bone from the outside, working towards the inside. Tap the powder off the brush so it doesn't grab. And you go a little higher than Janet did, almost in the shape of a semicircle. That's it. Not quite up to the brow. Okay, that's it. You're going just a little higher. Now connect it with the lower at the outside. That's good. Okay, now use the contour brush and blend it upwards and outwards towards the brow. That's great. The contour brush is great for blending any little stubborn edges. Perfect. That looks just great, Sally. Now this eye has lots of lid and a small brow area. If you have this type of eye, you want to line the entire upper lid to help recess the lid a little bit, using a medium neutral shade. But only line the outer third of the lower lid. Again, remember to blend the edges. For the shadow, use a lighter shade on the brow area and a somewhat darker shade on the lid. This eye has a small lid and a small brow. So you'll line the entire lower lid to make the eye look a little rounder, and only the outer third of the upper lid so you don't close it in. Place a light shadow on both the lid and the brow area to make your eyes look bigger. You don't want to close your eye in with any dark colors. Whichever eye type you have, make sure the outer corners of your eyes don't look droopy by applying the shadow too low. Pretend you have an imaginary line from the corner of your eye to the end of your brow. That's your boundary line. Now, unless your lid is very prominent, you can also add a dot of highlighter right in the center of your lid. This dot picks up the light and makes your eyes look sparkly. To review, first line your eyes. Next, apply highlighter to the entire area. Third, apply contour shadow to the outer third of your lid. And last, blend the shadow along your orbital bone. Remember, blend, blend, and blend. The two biggest mistakes we make in applying eye makeup are putting the shadow too low in the crease or not blending. To complete this beautiful picture for eye makeup, you'll need mascara and perhaps some brow definer. Sally's putting mascara on by brushing her lashes upward. Great. Don't forget the tips. You can coat your bottom lashes by dabbing the mascara on with the end of the wand. You can almost scrub from side to side and really coat those lashes. Gee, you've got long lashes, Sally. Now, separate the lashes with the little comb side, that's it, of your brow lash brush. Great. Sandy has eyebrows that tend to be sparse and thin, so she's filling in her brow with light feathery strokes. Check the length of your brows by looking in a mirror and place a pencil at the side of your nose vertically to see where your brow should begin. Then place the pencil from the side of your nose to the outside edge of your eye. That's where your brow should end. After you've applied the pencil, be sure and brush your brows so the pencil will blend to look natural. We use our eyes to communicate, but our lips do the talking. The best tip for creating sensual lips is to line them with a pencil or brush, like Janet is doing. Start in the inside center of each lip and draw the line to the outer corner. Just make sure that you don't draw one continual line from left to right that could look crooked. This gives real definition to Janet's lips. If your lips are very full and you want to make them thinner, draw your line just inside your natural lip line. Or if your lips are on the thin side, draw the line just on the outside of your lips, but be careful not to overdo it. Now, Janet fills in with a lipstick that matches her lip pencil. Remember to blend the edge of the liner. That's beautiful. What a super look she's given her lips. We've all shown you how you can learn to apply your makeup in just 6 minutes with only a little bit of practice. Now let's take a look at what you've learned. First, how to apply foundation, and then concealer and powder, and blush, eyeliners and shadows, and mascara and brow definers. And finally, lipstick. Now you've learned how to give yourself a wonderful finished look. I hope you enjoyed the makeup lesson and that you've been inspired to aim for that finished look every day. But what about those really special evening occasions when you want to forget about your job and the shopping list and the carpools and have some special time to be at your most glamorous? It only takes a few extra minutes to add some extra touches that will really make you dazzling. On this special day, start your beauty time early, relax in a warm bath, and give yourself a facial mask and a deep cleansing scrub. Then start with your makeup routine as usual, but you can make it more dramatic. Take some chances and try some fun new things. Just don't overdo it. At night, you can try a bit of contouring to take full advantage of the natural contours of your face and to help out nature just a little. To accentuate your cheekbones, use a bit of foundation darker than you normally use and apply it in a crescent shape in the hollows of your cheeks. Then put some highlighter on the top of your cheekbones, but don't blend anything just yet. Now put a thin stripe of concealer down the center of your nose and a stripe of darker foundation on each side of your nose. You can taper the tip of your nose by putting a little darker foundation in the bevels. Now pat all the contouring gently with your finger to blend, and then finish this step with translucent powder. Warm seasons can use a gold iridescent powder, and cool can use a silver. And now add blush along your cheekbone. Contouring is a great touch for an evening look. Here's Janet before contouring, and here she is again after contouring. Now you can see her wonderful bone structure. The difference is dramatic and perfect for evening. Your eyes are always wonderful to have fun with, especially at night. Using your season's colors, go for some colors that are a bit stronger than your daytime look. Cover your whole area with highlighter from your palette, but at night you can use a frosted shade. Now add your color to the outer third of your eyelid and blend across the orbital bone. If you're dark like Sandy, you can use a kohl pencil inside the lower rim of your eye, unless you wear contact lenses. And if you're light like Janet, apply your liner in a slightly darker shade from your daytime color, like Janet's charcoal gray. Now apply your mascara and then powder your lashes lightly. Now apply a second coat and separate the lashes with the lash comb. You might even try a colored mascara and use it on the tips or over your basic mascara. But as always, you want to keep it subtle and mysterious. Now, before lipstick, give your face a final dusting of iridescent powder using your fan brush and fluff a bit of the iridescent powder over your shoulders and the base of your neck. And again, with your fan brush, dot a brighter blush shade just on the crest of your cheekbone. Now for your lipstick. Again, you can use a shade deeper or brighter than you might normally use because night lights are dimmer. Be sure to use your lip pencil to create that sensual definition. After you fill in the outline with lipstick, dab on some frosted silver lip gleamer if you're a cool season, or a frosted gold if you're a warm season. Put just a touch in the center of your lower lip, and then finish this great look with a clear, shiny lip gloss. Creating a beautiful, natural look is easy and it's fun. Whether you're going to work or to the theater, you can create a makeup look that's just right for you. As I look at these four beautiful women, I can see that Mother Nature has given us some great guidelines. If we use her seasonal palettes, we can be as radiant as she is, and all it takes is a few minutes a day. I've enjoyed showing you all that I've learned about colors with my Color Me Beautiful techniques. If you'd like more information, look for my books in your bookstore. You can also visit a Color Me Beautiful consultant by calling the number you'll find at the end of the tape. Our four models are all attractive women, but see what happens when we add the right makeup. Here's Sandy without makeup, and here she is looking glamorous. Doesn't she look wonderful? Janet looked like this without her makeup. And now, see how great she looks? And here's Sally. And here she's radiant. This is how Vivian looked without her makeup. Now see how the right makeup makes her glow. Knowing we look wonderful on the outside can help us feel beautiful on the inside as well. So practice and use the techniques you've learned from this tape and discover how beautiful you can be when you color yourself beautiful.